Mission Impossible Fallout. What can you say about a movie of a franchise that's 20 years old? How many franchises have you seen that can take a leading star like Tom Cruise, an action franchise based off a TV from the 60s, and turn it into something so special and so exciting that you can't believe that they keep doing it? I mean, when was the last time you saw a movie franchise? Maybe Fast and Furious, depending how you feel about those movies. I love a few of them. But to say that this movie franchise of Mission Impossible Fallout with Tom Cruise is not maybe one of the best action franchises in history is insane. Let's talk about this for a second. We got Tom Cruise, 54 years old. The guy's been around for 40 years, 30 years, whatever it's been. Well, not only has he climbed Burj Khalifa, not only has he held his breath for over 6 minutes, not only has he held onto an airplane in 3 movies now, but now not only is that he doing all this stuff that in the previous movies, but now he's learned how to fly his own helicopter. Now he's learned how to halo jump, and he's piloting a motorcycle straight out of Mission Impossible 2. And all I can say is this movie is fantastic. It's brilliant. Is it as good as Rogue Nation? No, Rogue Nation is always going to be my favorite unless they do something so crazy. They go to space or something, like Austin Powers. But let's think about this. The franchise is 20 years old. I mean, yes, you have Fast and the Furious. Yes, I do enjoy some of those movies. But they're getting stale. Somehow, Tom Cruise has taken a franchise that was actually on its last leg in 2, gone and picked up J.J. Abrams, who basically jump-started the franchise. And now you got Christopher McQuarrie, or actually you had Brad Bird coming in the fourth one, do the Burj Khalifa stuff. And now you have Christopher McQuarrie, who's basically been well known for Jack Reacher and Usual Suspects and Edge of Tomorrow. He's a very well, polished writer. And you've created a franchise now that is so balls-ass crazy and so exciting that there's nothing that rivals it. Tom Cruise's stunts in this movie are bar none some of the best things I've ever seen. I mean, just think about this. This guy's 54 years old and is jumping out of airplanes. Just think about that. I mean, it's like I'm afraid to get on roller coasters, for Christ's sakes. And here's a guy jumping out of airplanes. I mean, it's bonkers. So if you don't know what the movie's about, Ethan Hunt, who's basically the star of the franchise, played by Tom Cruise, has basically failed his mission of trying and collect these nuclear spheres that are basically going to be used to, set off explosions. It's basic stuff, but he teams up with his regulars, which are brought back from Rogue Nation, which are Ving Rhames, of course, played Luther Stickle. You have Simon Pegg, and you also have back Rebecca Ferguson. And also returning is Solomon Lane's character. And basically, Tom Cruise, he basically has to take his character and he has to wonder, is what he's doing a main problem? Is he able to save his friends? And it's a major thing throughout the franchise is how much is Ethan Hunt willing to do to save his friends? And it does come back to bite him in the ass. It usually does in the movies. But have we ever seen a character? Yeah, I mean, you could say Vin Diesel, he really cares about his family. But Ethan Hunt, he does all this stuff because he knows it's important. He knows people don't have his back besides his friends. And it's almost heartwarming in a way. It's almost exciting. And I don't know. It takes Tom Cruise to a new level. He's always been, the mega star. But the franchise is solely because of Tom Cruise and solely because he is willing to go above and beyond the next step in movie making. He has this it's ridiculous, and it's so special. So I mean, it gives me goosebumps to think about. I've seen the movie once, and by the time I post this, I probably haven't seen it 3 times. I mean, probably 2 because I'll probably post this on Friday after I've seen it the second time. But I've never wanted to go see a movie like this. I saw Last Jedi, a couple times within the week, but Mission Impossible Fallout is a special franchise. Mission Impossible Fallout is a special movie. It's a movie that everyone should see. Even though Tom Cruise is a megastar, you can really tell he cares about his craft. You can tell that Christopher McQuarrie, who directed this movie, really understands what makes a great action movie. I was never a big fan of Jack Reacher, but you can see how a man can take action and create real depth to it. And then we got Henry Cavill, who comes in all the crap with Man of Steel and his mustache. We all laughed about it. But he plays a great character who has a real vendetta against Ethan Hunt. He's trying to basically, spoilers, this is spoilers so you can fast forward, but he's trying to he's basically trying to make Ethan Hunt the villain. And it shows when they bring Solomon Lane in. Solomon Lane is so angry with the world and how he was treated that he's willing to destroy the world. So anyways, now we have the supporting cast. Rebecca Ferguson, as usual, is amazing. Simon Pegg and Ving Rhames, amazing. I mean, these people are back, and they're just fun characters to watch. Simon Pegg, they bring him up a notch, more than Rogue Nation. He's probably the standout of this movie. I mean, yeah, the fighting and stuff like that, but it's awesome. And I want to leave with this one last thing before I leave you guys to go see it for yourselves. But if you can name me in the comments below an action sequence better than anything that's in Mission Impossible, whether it be 3, Ghost Protocol, Rogue Nation, Fallout, even Mission Impossible, I guess you could say Mission Impossible 2, please tell me, because I haven't seen it. So with that, it's a definite recommendation. Probably one of the highest I can give. Go see it. A+. So, but with that, thank you so much for checking out my first review. I promise at some point in the future this will look a lot better, a lot cleaner as I start learning how to video edit. Please also subscribe to our channel at Movie Emporium. Listen to our podcast. Rate, subscribe, do everything you can to help us grow an audience. We really want you to enjoy these episodes, enjoy these reviews, and so on. So with that, thank you so much for watching my first review of Mission Impossible Fallout, and that's a wrap.